Hello, my name is Tall John, and welcome to our second ever, probably annual stand-up show. Standing up. So much thank you. Well, we have 6 other, besides me, said we have total 7 performers for tonight. And I am Tall John, I am the president of TBD. But, and I will be starting off tonight. Yeah, right? Okay, so, my name is Tall John, right? Like, yeah, and if you hear anyone in the back that's going, or, no, it's not a squeaky wagon wheel. No, it is not a dragon. It is not a pterodactyl, that is me laughing. And you do not need to call paramedics, okay? So thank you for that. All your concerns, thank you, I am fine. But again, I am Tall John. And where are all my tall people in the audience, right? Tall, hey, we have like 1. There we go, thank you, yeah, you probably, I'm not gonna have you snap along, but I was gonna have people do that, but because I expected more tall people. But now we have more people that don't understand the struggle, okay? So being tall sucks, it really does, yes, it sucks, okay? I have to buy my pants online, right? 32 by 36. You can't find it in stores. Also, I have to sleep horizontally on beds. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks. Another thing is, I will never take for granted a tall shower head nozzle, because every single shower I'm like, especially in hotels, and I'm like, this is discriminatory. I am 1/4 of an inch away from not being able to ride Steel Venom at Valley Fair. Yeah, that's some sad crap, right? Wow. But I hit my head on a lot of things. Specifically in America, I've been able to master the art of the duck and walk through, right? But when my family went to China a year and a half ago, the game changed, right? It was a new playing field because everyone in China is a lot shorter. That's the national average, it's a fact, okay? So, when I was in China, within the first 30 minutes, I hit my head 5 times. I hit my head getting off the plane. I hit my head getting on the bus. I hit my head while riding the bus. I hit my head getting off the bus. I hit my head getting back on the plane, thinking about the bus. It was a big pain in the balls, okay? Worst is the worst about, okay, being tall. Also, you get stupid nicknames. Like Tall John, that's the best, that's what's really just, thank you. Not my extremely great personality. Okay, great, thanks. Anyway, and so, believe it or not, this is not the first time that I have had the nickname Tall John. So I used to work at a restaurant called Happy Joe's. It's a local restaurant. This was my very first job. I got it when I was 16. I used to call it Sloppy Joe's. It was terrible. Anyway, we had 5 Johns there, okay? We had Driver John, Pizza John, Papa John, Server John, and Tall John. Guess which one I was? Hey, yay, well, that was an epidemic. But here at Happy Joe's, they have this satanic practice called the ticket counter, because they have an arcade. Right, and it's just the worst, okay? It's in my top 10 least favorite things, right behind group projects and people that shop at Kmart. Yeah, it's a bad time. I had a friend that was working the ticket counter one night, and like a child just reached up and touched her face. And then 3 days later, she got a rash. Yeah, like what is happening? Oh no, kill me. Anyway, so I was working the ticket counter one night, and these little devils were coming up and asking for things that they couldn't have, and then the ticket machine like clocked like 7 times, and it was a Monday, and it was just a bad time all around. Happy Joe's, right? Happy Joe's. So I had just finished the ticket counter, and I was like, an hour left of my shift, and I was like, closing the door, and there was just one kid in the arcade, and he put a token into the skee ball machine. And I was like, I'll watch. I'll just pretend to jiggle the door a little bit just so that I can see how well this scrub does, right? And he's like 9 years old, like 4th grade, 5th grade status, right? Like he knows primary and secondary colors and all that jazz. Probably has beaten a couple levels on a Mario game. Anyway, so he picks up a ball for the skee ball. He looks at the machine. He looks at the ball. Looks at the machine, looks at the ball, and then throws it at the glass. And I was sitting there like, what? Like, what? Who doesn't know how to play skee ball? What did you expect to happen? That would it go through the 3rd dimension and into the hole? Did he have a portal gun? Was it going to go through the glass into a hole? Did he pass some cursed ritual on it to go through the glass? You know, there's really one of two options that you can do. You can either throw it or you can roll it. And he didn't choose the right one. And I was just standing there like, oh my gosh. This kid is one of our future voters. Oh my gosh, in 5 years he can drive. How has natural selection not killed him yet? Is this a sign? Am I supposed to intervene? Is Mother Nature telling me something? The kid had ran off, right, to go get his mom to tell him how to use the skee ball machine, and I'm just sitting there like, man, what do I do? I have to have an alias, man, after a while. I just kind of left it there because he never came back, and that's for good reason. Now, my next job was a little bit less glamorous, but I have a saying that I always try to go up in life, like go up. So right now I'm the assistant hall director of Reed Johnson. It's pretty pristine. Yes, I did just kiss the mic. You're welcome, everyone else performing after me. There's only 2 available positions on campus. I have one of them. Yeah, but I started at the bottom because first we have Happy Joe's and then we have Taco Bell, which I like to call Taco Smell. And Taco Smell was in my top 10 least favorite things, right behind people that don't know how to hand change to the people that are taking their cash and put it on the counter, and the people that don't know how to put their shopping carts back in the cart corral. This is actually a PSA. Yeah, if you do that, you're trash. I'm sorry, I have to call you out. Anyway, so I worked at Taco Bell, and when I started that, it looked like it was trading up or going up in life because my friends, I had 2 friends that worked there, okay? And, I had got the job, and then the next 2 weeks, I had to go on a trip to Azerbaijan to get my other little sister, because my family's adopted twice. And I know what some of you are thinking, John, where's Azerbaijan? And I'm like, Google it, and you're like, I don't know how to spell it, and I'm like, me either. I don't, so don't ask me. Anyway, so I go to Azerbaijan, I have a job at Taco Bell that I haven't started, but I know I'm hired, and I come back, okay, and I start working at Taco Bell, and lo and behold, both of my friends have quit, left stranded at Taco Bell, okay, that's in the top 10 least favorite things you do to a friend, okay? Okay, that and watching a Netflix episode ahead of them, don't do that either. But at Taco Bell, I was trained in on three things. I was trained in on taking orders, drive-through, and washing dishes, okay? Because they expected me to quit, but lo and behold, they were stuck with me, right? So, one night I was working a little bit later, and I was on the drive-through, right? And gosh darn, there's a person that comes through and is all like, hey, can I get a caramel and panda and a cheesy burrito? And I'm like, oh no, he's drunk. And that's just like a typical thing that happens at Taco Bell drive-thrus, right? Well, anyway, I get his order, he rolls up his window, he slams on the gas, and at Taco Bell, there's this nice piece of scenery called a rock. So it kind of just like wraps around the building, right? It's like, here's the building, and then you have the drive-through, it wraps around the building, and then you have a rock strategically placed right there for people to look at and have a great time. When I see that rock, I'm like, yeah, that is a good rock. 10 out of, wow. Anyway, so this man was just, this is like a Grand Theft Auto trick stunt, right? Okay, he floors it, literally floors his car, hits the rock perfectly, and does a 180-degree flip in the Taco Bell drive-thru. Literally, his car was upside down in the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I'm just sitting there like, oh no! He can already vote! He can already drive! Well, not right now, because his car's incapacitated like here. But he had his license! And I was like, is this natural selection's attempt at killing him? I hope so. Well, that is my story of where I started. You know, started at the bottom, and now I'm here, Assistant Hall Director of Reed Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. And I will leave you with one fun fact, okay? And that is that tall people are more likely to get struck by lightning than short people. And natural selection hasn't killed me yet. 23 years, my birthday was just last week. Thank you so much. Thank you.